By the time he'd started this video diary, Pele Ili's mum was in intensive care, and the news just got worse.
Dad's positive.
Damn.
So.
Is he going?
No, he just has to self-isolate for 2 weeks.
Okay.
What are you gonna work on that stuff?
Yeah.
Okay. We don't know what mom's status is yet. We're waiting.
He was taking care of his young brother and his worsening dad, and another brother also falling ill.
Just very eye-opening experience and humbling, because I have to do this on my own right now, and a lot of people are depending on me, and I'm good with it. It just is overwhelming.
Days later, his dad was also heading to hospital.
You what? You want me to take you to Kaiser?
Yes.
Dad, you can't even make it down the stairs.
I will.
You can barely make it from the bathroom.
In all three of the family would end up in intensive care. They are now back home and fully recovered.
So it was very surreal for me. It was definitely an emotional time. I think the scariest part was just not really knowing what was going to happen. When she was on the ventilator, I didn't know my dad was home at that time when she was on the ventilator, and we both didn't know if she was going to make it at that time.
And they've learned their Samoan heritage is part of the story. In Los Angeles, where cases are surging, Pacific Islanders have by far the highest infection rate of any community. Often low income, little access to health care, and a tradition of staying close.
For our community as well, it's a lot of, they're embarrassed, to share their story. And maybe not even to the public, but maybe to their families that, hey, I have COVID, because it's a stigma within, the community that they'll frown upon you.
It's not about being embarrassed or anything. It's about just taking, having enough humility to take yourself in and get tested around this time.
But speaking out to urge the community to take the pandemic seriously has had a cost. People have referred to you as the COVID family. Right. I mean, that must be very hurtful.
It was hurtful. Nobody should be calling anybody names, especially for something that other families, they don't have a mom and dad anymore. Their children passed away because of COVID. Why would anybody say that? When we see now on the news footage and all the numbers and the people that are passing, I always sit and I wonder, why am I here? And maybe this is my purpose. Part of my purpose is just to tell my community about what I went through.
And when you see people saying, I'm not going to wear a mask, it's my freedom, having been through it, what do you feel when you see people taking that position?
Well, I mean, it's their freedom, but it's also our freedom to be healthy. If we could save a life here and there, I'm happy. I will take on the name callings and the backlashes, but as long as we could inform somebody that wasn't informed before, we'll keep putting our message out there.
So many families have been on this journey. They know they are the lucky ones.
One thing that this has really taught me is that life is super fragile.
And they want their community, every community, to listen. Greg Milam, Sky News, Los Angeles.